Hi guys, third time's the charm. I'm still figuring out this whole video thing. Round one, topic number one, took me 8 hours to record and figure out how to get on my computer and then post. And so topic number two is thankfully going much quicker because I know what to do. But this is my third recording because I'm still too rambly and I realized that I wasn't really on topic. And so let's try this again. So how do you deal with gender dysphoria when you can't do anything about it? Well, the first thing for me is prevention. Prevention is, an ounce of prevention is definitely worth a pound of cure, for me. The most influential way to prevent that from happening for me has been therapy. I see a gender therapist who specializes in dialectical behavioral therapy. It's an integrative health approach to cognitive behavioral therapy. It incorporates mindfulness exercises and some additional skills beyond CBT, cognitive behavioral therapy. And working with my gender therapist using the DBT model, I have effectively almost eliminated all of my gender dysphoria when I suddenly switch. The reason being is that I have two types of switches. One is more of a natural switch, and I switch usually in the middle of the night. I go to bed as one gender and wake up as another. Even when it can happen when I'm awake. It just happens and I'm fine. The other type is an emotional switch, and that's where the problem comes in. Emotional switch is when I have an emotional trigger, something, I have a scale of 1 to 5, so something that's a 5, on a scale of 1 to 5 would be just completely meltdown, intensity level kind of thing. So anything over a 3 on intensity level for my emotions will trigger me to switch to another gender. Up until relatively recently, I experienced certain gender or certain emotions in certain genders. For example, I was only angry when I was male, or I was only happy when I was female. And through the help of my gender therapist and the DBT program, I've learned to tolerate high-intensity emotions without switching to another gender, and for protection or whatever I was doing that for, and experience a full range of emotions in both of those genders, which has been really helpful. The other way that I prevent them from happening is wearing a uniform. I'm very thankful for the fact that when I wear a uniform, for some odd reason, I don't feel pressured to present as whatever gender I feel. It's something about having this front to the world, this professional front, that reduces that pressure for me to express what I am on the inside. I'm very thankful. I don't know why it happens, but I'm very thankful for it. So I wear a uniform at school and at work and when I'm seeing clients in my private practice. I just, blanket statement, those situations are, I've kind of divided my life into professional and non-professional, and so in professional situations I wear my uniform, whatever gender I am inside, and that's just how it happens. Now, when I'm not wearing my uniform, when I am wearing my uniform and I switch, for some reason, and with the help of the therapy, I actually don't experience any dysphoria, which is great. When I'm not wearing my uniform, I have to be very careful about my presentation. Being too much of one gender or the other is usually my downfall. If I am in male mode and I am feeling very, very male and I get mispronouned, I get dysphoric, and my reaction, how to deal with that, is unfortunately lashing out at other people and insisting that, no, it's he, it's he, it's he, it's Alex, I'm a male, it's he. When I can't do that, and I can't control myself, then I just go home. I remove myself from the situation. I don't mind being antisocial like that because my mental health is much more important. When I'm in female mode, actually, it's wearing too much jewelry or too much makeup, wearing any makeup at all with girly clothes will usually, for some reason, make me switch to male. It's like my male side is freaking out that if I'm too feminine, then no one will believe me I'm male. It like discredits it or something. So I have to be careful about finding a right balance between being too feminine and feminine enough, because if I'm not feminine enough, then I'm a feminine female, not a masculine female. Again, with my 5-bucket theory, I'm the feminine female, and so I have to be really careful about being feminine enough, but not too feminine to switch me over. And so that's how I deal with dysphoria. Prevention, and then just removing myself from the situation. Changing clothes is actually not good enough for me at all. Sometimes it'll take me a couple days to recover if I have an emotional switch and I don't find a way to deal with it right away and remove myself and calm down and use my DBT skills. Then I usually will go into a panic attack, and that's not fun at all. Yeah, that's about it. Bonus question, what is a band or music that you wish more people knew about? Vast. I used to follow Vast when I was a long time ago, many years ago, when they were really small and they didn't have any CD releases, and all of their music were special releases through their website. This is when very few people knew how to navigate the websites and the internet. I actually haven't listened to them in a couple years. The reason being is I had all of their music on a hard drive and it crashed. And when I checked a couple years ago, they weren't even on YouTube. And I just checked right before I made this video, and they have been on all sorts of TV shows like One Tree Hill and CSI, and so I guess they're kind of making it big. They've redone. I was listening to their music right before this. They've redone some of their original pieces into more of mainstream stuff. I'm not sure if I like it, but I really like them because they're indie, they're rock. But they are very, like, have haunting lyrics and, like, beautiful haunting. So I thought I'd put on a couple seconds of it, so if you give me a quick second and put that on. 1 second. So I used to be a vocalist, and one of the reasons why I liked Vast a lot was because I could sing to them as well as having amazing music, and my boyfriend at the time was a big guitarist, and so he played those for me. But anyway, thanks for listening, and I'll see you next time.